This is all I've known. Little snow in the winter, different from when my dad was in kindergarten like me. Back when it was icy, so much so he could toboggan nightly. Meanwhile, I might be able to sneak 1 or 2 sessions in before the season is through. Summer? Man, that's even more crazy. Good luck for those without AC. Close to 40 for weeks on end, and that's Celsius. For those who don't speak Canadian, get afraid to even picture it a decade or two. Mainly due to the fact that people won't refrain from doing what they say just might save us. Little things like taking the bus, less flights, cutting down on red meat, instead we hurdle quicker down this dead-end street. I'm a scientist of the environment, and since the late 1800s, me and those like me have been trying our best to raise the alarm that rising temps will cause irrevocable harm. Rising sea levels, food insecurity, extreme weather all causing inequalities to increase, and those with the least, of course, will be hit the hardest like some teeth. But no mouthpiece getting cracked like an uppercut. So buckle up, because likely what's coming up are wars over resources, which are limited. The limit to human adaptability, we're hitting it, committed already to a certain level of change. Even if we do everything scientists have been saying, but people stuck in their ways, not listening to warnings. So we're frogs in a pot of water quickly warming. Well, hello, it's your friendly neighborhood CEO. Bring the climate change, we could do with less snow, because less snow equals less rust on my fleet of sports vehicles, something I'm in need of almost as much as I'm in need of the highest profit margins. Gotta keep these shareholders fed and they're starving. Look, I get it, I'm not unsympathetic. Yes, the climate's changing, but let's not forget it's always been changing since way before we got here. So why the croc tears? Cause it's getting hotter here. Apply the sunscreen, crank the air conditioning, look, life goes on. Survival of the fittest, and that's also how life here's always been. So toughen up, buttercup, but keep wallowing in your misery while you're rendered obsolete. Me personally, I'll keep polishing my fleet. Being a polar bear has never been a walk in the park. Catching a ring seal like a shot in the dark. Gotta find a stake out there, breathing whole for hours or even days. Then seize the small opportunity when they emerge for oxygen. Now imagine when there's less ice for walking, and all the dig above becomes harder exponentially. I'm a strong swimmer, but it takes more energy. Don't ask me why the ice is less. Must be humans up to the usual shice, and there's less time to hunt. Before we hibernate, why my weight's dropping at a higher rate than ever before. Plus my baby's dying. I tried everything, even changed my diet to more land-based food like eggs and berries. Just don't scare, they won't keep me up the cemetery. Did I not give you everything that you ever needed? But in your greed you still manage somehow to bleed it all dry and bring us to this present state. Temps rising at an unprecedented rate, loss of biodiversity, sea levels rising. A true emergency urgently gave you warnings repeatedly, but they fell on deaf ears. Seemingly cause on you march, now I'm missing a step. Led by your greed and arrogance, thinking I'd let you keep taking advantage of my given nature. Took my kindness for weakness. Now it's time to pay the piper for your actions. Listen to me, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. Moral of the story, cause should I say verse? Don't mess with me, Mother Earth.